Hey guys, welcome back. So I have another What Sold on Poshmark and eBay video to share today. For those of you who might be new, thanks so much for checking this out. I'm a full-time working mom, but in my spare time I love making these videos on fashion, beauty, mommy lifestyle, in addition to reselling as well. Everything I enjoy doing in my free time. So if those kind of things sound at all interesting, definitely check out my other videos and also consider hitting that subscribe button too. Alright guys, so today again I have my usual 2 weeks of sales on Poshmark and eBay. I'm going to be covering the weeks of November 21st and November 28th. So during this stretch that Thanksgiving weekend fell into. So I will share with you all the items that sold during this stretch. As per usual, I'll be sharing with you my sales prices on both platforms. I do not include cost of goods in these particular videos, but I do disclose all that information in my haul videos. And I've linked some examples of haul videos down below if you want to check them out. If you're new to Poshmark and want to make your first purchase in either my closet or anyone else's, definitely consider using my referral code. It's MODMOMMD, that's MODMOMMD. When you first log into Poshmark, put in that referral code and ultimately make your first purchase on the site. You will save $10. Alright guys, so I feel like a broken record in every What Sold video during this time of year, but sales were not spectacular again, and it should be no surprise again because during this 2-week stretch, the Thanksgiving holiday fell into. So obviously, really not a lot of time to devote to reselling. So during this 2-week stretch, I listed 0 items. Not proud of it, but the truth. And I also was working full-time. So I was in a hospital rotation for these 2 weeks, working decent amount of hours, which I won't even get into. And it was Thanksgiving. So during Thanksgiving, because I had to work, my in-laws and some of my relatives who are around the area came to our home and spent Thanksgiving with us. So we hosted. By hosting, it doesn't mean that I did any cooking, of course, because I was working pretty heavy hour shifts. So we actually just got our food from Honey Baked Ham. I don't know if you guys have done it before, but that ham is amazing. So we got ham and turkey and a bunch of sides from stores around the area. So I did very minimal cooking. I think we just put together some mashed potatoes maybe, but nothing super fancy, I would say. But the best part of Thanksgiving though is just being with your family, obviously. So I was super thankful for that. I was able to have a really nice Thanksgiving dinner despite having to work in the morning that day. It should also come as no surprise that I absolutely love Black Friday, and it's one of my favorite holidays, I'll say, of the year too. Not as much as when I was younger, when I used to be out there early in the morning, kind of hitting the malls. Now I kind of toned it down a little bit just because I personally hate crowds these days. So I actually did go to our local mall, but I went in the afternoon and I met some friends for lunch after I got off of work. So it was just a really nice holiday weekend. Super happy that I could spend it with friends and family, and I hope you guys had a great holiday too. So with all that being said, sales were down this 2-week stretch. Probably shouldn't happen because it's Q4, but you know, for all these reasons again, you know, my reselling business is definitely going on the back burner a little bit out of necessity, but that's how it goes. So I do have some sales to share with you guys. So even though I listed nothing, basically shared maybe once a day, I still made a few sales, or I should say more than a few, but a handful, and I'm still excited to share with you guys. So in my opinion, it's pretty helpful to see the ups and downs of reselling. These 2 weeks in terms of reselling was definitely a downer, and I don't want to share with you guys only the up weeks, right? So hopefully you guys can get a picture of what my down weeks look like and what kind of things still sell despite me not putting any time into the reselling business. So because I don't have a whole lot of sales to share with you guys, I will take a little bit of time to walk you through my thoughts on every single sale and tell you a little bit more about the items that I sold. So first item that sold here on Poshmark was from Vera Bradley. It was called the Night and Day Zip Accordion Wallet. And as you can see here, it was this beautiful black and cream type of colorway, very neutral, and it was a typical accordion style wallet. So when you open up the wallet, there's several different pockets in there. So this was in pretty good condition. I say pretty good because there's a little bit of discoloration on the cream sections, which I disclosed. And it did miss some of the ribbon details on the zipper pulls, which I also highlighted in the listing. So this ultimately did sell via best offer of $14. So my net earnings were $11.05 on this wallet. Pretty good sale. I probably should not pick up these items in the future, but I love sourcing accessories that I've talked about. I just don't find them very often. So I get excited when I find an accessory that I think can do okay even. I gotta watch that. But this one ultimately I was happy sold. I did sit on it, I would say, for about 2 years though, which is a problem, but ultimately happy that this moved along. Okay, the next item was one of my all-time favorite retail arbitrage sales. I didn't make a whole lot of money off of this, honestly, but I loved sourcing, sharing, and shipping this item. A beautiful pair of LoQ Matea Croc and Boss Bonbon leather booties, as you can see here. Again, this was retail arbitrage, so it was new with tags. It didn't come with a box though when I sourced it, so I disclosed that. But these boots are absolutely gorgeous. They retail for $425, and they even had them on the website actively, so it's a new style. Perfect for this time of year. I mean, you just can't get any better than this, I would say. And this brand LoQ definitely has a following. Really just gorgeous, gorgeous styles and quality. So this one I sat on for probably a year and a half or so now, but I knew I probably would have to because it's a little higher price point and not everybody is searching for this brand. But I was very happy that ultimately these boots sold. I had 75 likes on them, which is pretty good. So ultimately I did accept a best offer of $200. So my net earnings were $160 on these boots. So I paid up quite a bit for these because I fell in love. But you know, it was also really enjoyable to source and to share too. So I'm okay with it. I definitely had some profit off it, which I'm happy with. And again, this was in a size 8. And this is a Bolo brand to look out for when you're sourcing shoes for sure. Okay, the next item here is a pair of leggings from Lululemon. This was a pair of Wonder Under in Midnight Navy in a size 6. So there was a little bit of wear, as most leggings do, but overall pretty good condition. One way I check condition is I look for the rip tag. If the rip tag is still there, that's great. I also check the Lululemon logo that's printed on the back of the legging. I want to make sure there's no cracking of that. That also is a sign of wear. This one didn't have any cracking and the rip tag was still attached. And just so you're aware, you probably know this already, but in the pocket, in the waistband of these leggings, you can see the size button. In case you don't know the size, the rip tag is off. And then on this one, the newer styles, they have kind of a serial number type of look. So I went online to one of the Lululemon websites and was able to match that serial number to this legging. Took a little bit of investigative work, but I was able to find it. And this was actually the Wonder Under legging, I believe. So this particular pair of leggings, I did ultimately sell for best offer of $50. So my net earnings were $40 on these Lulu leggings. I love sourcing Lululemon. I never find it, at least in good condition, when I'm out sourcing for whatever reason. So, you know, I'm always happy when I come across a pretty decent condition pair. The handful of Lululemon items I find normally just have too much wear that I don't want to bother with. But this one was actually in pretty decent condition, so I was really happy with this particular sale. Okay, so I just have, believe it or not, one final item that sold on Poshmark during this stretch. And it was a pair of Levi's, it's Denizen line. And it was a modern skinny ankle length jean in a size 32, as you can see here. So, I mean, pretty underwhelming, obviously. I picked this up for very low price point, which is why I even got it at all. But ultimately, I did accept a best offer of $15, so my net earnings were $12 on these jeans. I'm really happy to move this along and clear them out of my inventory. I would not pick this up going forward. It probably is not worth the investment of time reselling this. But I really hope the buyer enjoyed them. I think it was a really great condition, just classic style of jean with this darker wash in the cooler ones that we're in now. I think looks really, really nice. So I really hope she enjoyed it. Okay, so I told you this would be pretty short and sweet. I just have one sale on eBay during this time to share with you guys. But I was happy with this sale. This is a pair of shoes from the brand Nailed, and it was the style of Kiri. It was a black suede leather Mary Jane shoe in a size 7. So if you're not familiar with this brand Nailed, N-A-O-T, you should be, because I think that this definitely holds some resale potential, maybe more on eBay than on Poshmark even. So this particular brand is a line of what I would consider comfort footwear, but they also make kind of cute styles as well, as you can see here. The insoles are definitely a comfort insole, which is really nice, and this particular shoe looked like it really had been unworn. There's a little bit of a color variation of the insole, which I disclosed, but the bottom outsole didn't have any wear on them. I didn't sell them as unworn because I thrifted this, so I wasn't certain of that. But there really wasn't any wear on the outsole, which was really nice. It was a beautiful black suede with this Velcro Mary Jane style of strap. So kind of classic look. So this one sold on eBay via an offer. So I tend to send offers on eBay, not as regularly as on Poshmark, but now and again I'll send out offers to people that are interested, or watchers they call them, on eBay. And this one I sent out an offer for $45 on, which the buyer actually accepted. So this sold for $45 on eBay. Definitely a brand I would say to keep your eye out for if you're sourcing these types of shoes. Alright guys, so there you have it. Those are all the sales I made during this Thanksgiving week stretch on Poshmark and eBay. I hope your sales were a little better than mine were. If you have any amazing or interesting sales for that matter, definitely comment down below. Otherwise, I hope you're enjoying the holiday season with your friends and family. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!